Someone liked this movie.
Someone didn't like this movie.
Guess who? Horrible Bosses 2. So Horrible Bosses 2 is a sequel to the comedy smash hit from 2011, Horrible Bosses, and just like the last one, Jason Bateman, Charlie Day, and Jason Sudeikis come back as their own bosses. They're trying to sell their own product named the Shower Buddy. Christoph Waltz's company wants to distribute the Shower Buddy himself with his company. They want to kidnap Christoph Waltz now. Why was this made? Why there was no point?
I thought it was a good sequel. It had a good idea.
You can see who liked it now. Lucas liked it. I thought it sucked. Horrible Bosses. There is a reason why it's called Horrible Bosses. Jason Sudeikis, Charlie Day, and Jason Bateman worked for shitty people. And this one, there's not really a horrible boss.
Actually, technically there is. Technically, Christoph Waltz is the boss because he bought the company.
Well, here's the thing. That's where my main complaint about this movie comes in. Christoph Waltz is advertised as the horrible boss, and yet he is barely in this movie. He is so criminally underused. This is the Jew hunter from Inglourious Bastards, okay? I was expecting Christoph Waltz to be like Kevin Spacey combined with Colin Farrell in this movie. Was he? No. He was sidelined by Chris Pine the entire time. I laughed here and there, which is what a comedy should do. But here's the thing, in Horrible Bosses, I laughed so much more and so much harder in that one. I mean, I like the chemistry between the three actors. Those are back. It's great seeing them back together. At the same time, I just kept on thinking, why?
Well, Austin did not like this movie. I like this movie because
I think we already established that.
It was not Horrible Bosses. It was still a good movie. It definitely got me to laugh out loud a couple of times, especially with motherfucking Jones, played by Jamie Foxx, the badass. He made the movie for me, pretty much.
For me, it was Charlie Day.
He pretty much had some great lines in the movie, especially during the negotiations. He's like, 50,000. 600,000. Wow, it's a weird way how you negotiate. You know what's really sad what a comedy is? If the blooper reel makes you laugh harder than the actual movie. I thought the jokes were just comprised of stupid sex jokes. That's what it was just dick and sex jokes. That's what it really was. First Horrible Bosses, you had a mix of black comedy, sex jokes, which were funny. It didn't have that same type of humor Horrible Bosses was known for. And what can you expect from the director of That's My Boy? He did a lot better job in this movie than he did in That's My Boy. Let's both agree that, please.
I don't know about that. Oh, actually, yeah, I can agree with that because there was better acting in this than That's My Boy.
I thought it could be funny, and it was pretty funny. It delivered nice jokes. Jennifer Aniston was freaking hilarious, especially when the banter between her and Jason Bateman. That was pretty funny.
I laughed here and there. Charlie Day made me laugh the most.
He did, agreed.
I don't know if it was just me. Jason Sudeikis, he was funny as hell in the original. Here, he was the guy I wanted to shut up. Every time he talked, I was just like, dude, shut up!
Chris Pine, though, was probably the one part of the movie where
Chris Pine annoyed me.
He was annoying me, but it was mixed between them.
This movie just lost the humor that the original had. The original was a black comedy. This is not a black comedy. There were
some dark jokes in it, but
barely. I just was not a fan of this one. I thought, honestly, for me, I mean, it's not the worst comedy, but it is one of the worst for me. The main problem is that Christoph Waltz, he has so much potential to be the funniest boss, the funniest prick in the movie. Such potential to have such hilarious jokes here. Wasn't even that funny. For me, Horrible Bosses 2 was so unnecessary. It wasn't even that funny. I didn't expect much from the director of That's My Boy. I'm gonna give this movie a 1.5 out of 5. I really did not like this movie, although there were some parts where I did laugh. You know, the blooper reel actually saved this movie for me.
It could have been a lot worse, but yeah, it's a good comedy. It's not one of the worst. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Did it make me laugh my ass off and fell out of a chair? No, but it did have some good laughs in there, and my opinion is it's definitely worth seeing in the matinee showing, but not a full price screening. In my final opinion, this movie is going to get a 3 out of 5 stars.
Dude, you're generous with this one, jeez.
Just 3, I was debating on whether 2.5 or 3. It's not, like, for me, it's not okay, but it's not necessarily great.
So that was Lucas and Ed's review of Horrible Bosses 2. Comment and let us know below. Was this movie you guys were even
What do you? I have a question actually.
Yes.
What do you guys think about sequels? Are they unnecessary, or are there too many coming out? What do you think?
And until the next review, we will see you guys next time.
See you later and stay awesome.